guys, how we doing today? Um, we're gonna change up a little bit today, and instead of talking about the mechanics of either hitting, pitching, fielding, whatever it may be, we're gonna look a little bit more at the mental aspect of the game. And today's topic, what I wanted to talk about was giving up something to get something. You'll see this in a lot of different sports. It's not just baseball that you'll see it. You'll see it in football and hockey and soccer and basketball, any sport you go to. And it's prevalent in baseball as well. It's especially prevalent when you start to move up in levels and you get older and older. And the talent level, everyone's talent level starts to shrink and shrink to where most of the players are pretty similar in talent levels. When you're younger, you'll notice that a lot of times there's a huge difference between the worst player on the team and the best player on the team. So as the best player on the team, if you're one of them or you're one of the better players, well, you really don't have to give up much of anything most of the time. You can do whatever you want. You can look for pitches all over the place. You can, when you're pitching, you can really do whatever you want out there and you'll be successful because you're so talented. But as we get older and everyone starts to kind of be in the same level of talent, now there's always going to be the superstar player, but if you look at major league teams and a lot of college teams, a lot of times the talent is pretty similar across the board. And it's going to come down to the players or the teams that are mentally able to do some of these things. So today, what I want to talk about is giving up something to get something, what that means, how we do it, how it can make us a better player. Now, it doesn't matter your position, whether you're a pitcher or an infielder or an outfielder, whether you're at the plate. There's all different situations that this can happen, but it's important to realize that you have to give up something to get something. You can't be selfish and try to get everything and not give up anything. And what I mean by that is sometimes you're going to have to, whether for, let's say for an example, we're pitching. We have a man on first or second or whatever it is. Sometimes you'll have to give up a little bit of something to get something. So if we have a man on first and we want to keep him close, well, we might have to go to a slide step. Or we might have to go to fastballs instead of curveballs and changeups. We might have to go a little bit more to fastballs because we don't want that guy to get a big jump. Well, we have to decide, and it's important to decide what you want to do. You have to give up something to get something. So are we going to work on keeping this guy close and we're going to go to a slide step and we're going to go to fastballs and we might give a little bit of something up to the plate, but we're going to keep that guy close at first? Or are we going to say, you know what, forget about the guy at first. I'm going to go with my leg kick. I'm going to go with my best stuff to the plate, and I don't really care if he steals second base or if he gets a good jump. It's up to you as a pitcher to determine what's more important, looking at the game situation, understanding the score, the inning, the outs, all that stuff. And this is mentally where that starts to take place. We can't just rely on our talent when we get older. We have to decide mentally, what are we going to do here? What's the game situation call for, and what do we want to accomplish? Let's say you're a defender. Where we're going to play? Are we going to play double play depth? Where are we going to shade guys in the outfield? It happens all the time. As an outfielder, you have to say, okay, we feel this guy's a pull hitter. We're going to give him a little bit something away, and we're going to shade him to the pull side. We have to decide what type of hitter this guy is. Is he a big hitter, a small hitter, a pull hitter, a slap hitter, whatever it may be? We might have to give up a little bit something else and say, you know what? If this guy's a pull hitter and he pulls most of the time, but he just happens this one time to go, gets a pitch away and goes opposite field and gets down for a double, well, that's the chance we're willing to take, and that's what happened. But we have to understand that, hey, we'll give it to him, we'll tip our hat, we'll move on. We made the right call. Let's say you're a hitter. Let's say we're sacrificing yourself at the plate. You're asked to move a guy over, whether it's a bunt or a hit and run, or there's a man on second base and we need to move a guy over. When you get older, situational hitting is huge. When you're in little league and high school, and even sometimes in college with metal bats, you're not asked to do a lot of this stuff. You're just asked to, put your best swing on it 1 through 9, and we're just going to try to drive the ball and score as many runs as we can. But when you get older, A lot of times with wood bats, games are going to come down to situational hitting. Are we able to move that runner over? Can you sacrifice yourself for the better of the team? Saying, I'm going to do my job. It might hurt my statistics. With a man on second and nobody out, as a right-hander or left-hander hitter, we're going to hit the ball to the right side. A ground ball to second base will get the job done. My average might go down, but it's for the team. It's going to help the team win. And that's what you have to be willing to do. We're giving up something. We're giving up a little bit of our own statistics for the betterment of the team. And you have to be willing to do that. That's very important when you get older. There's 1,000 different ways that we can look at this. The last way that I'll talk about is when we're hitting. You can't cover the entire plate. So a lot of times, depending on score, inning, what type of hitter you are, what type of pitcher you're facing. There's a bunch of different things you can look at, but where are we going to look for a ball on the plate? What type of pitcher are we going to look for? Now, a lot of times that's also determined by count. Is it 0-0? Okay, we're going to look for our favorite pitch, and we really don't have to give up a whole lot there. We're looking for our favorite pitch, and if we don't get it, then we take it and we move on to the next pitch. If it's a strike, that's fine. We'll give up balls on the corner to get that good pitch down the middle. Now as we start to move behind in the count, well, now we have to expand the zone. We get the 2 strikes. Now we're going to look away. We're going to protect and we're going to look away. Now we might have to give up really driving the ball. Maybe you won't hit a double or a home run or drive a ball into the gap, but with 2 strikes, we're looking to put the ball in play. We're looking to move the ball hard the other way. We're looking, maybe we're looking off speed. We're looking at something slow away, and we're going to react into the fastball. And maybe you get that fastball in the inner part of the plate, and, if you were looking, say it was an 0-0 count, yeah, maybe you could have drove that ball to the ballpark, but you know what? It's 2 strikes. We have to give that up to protect the plate away, to move the ball, to put the ball in play, and you never know what will happen when you put the ball in play. So sometimes you have to give up some of that offensive power with 2 strikes to make sure that for the betterment of the team, that you put the ball in play, you have a chance for something to happen. It might not be pretty, it might not be your greatest swing, but it'll help you in the long run. So those are just some examples. There's all different types of examples, and when you're playing, no matter what position you play, they're going to come up. And it's important to realize what they are and to mentally think, what do I need to get done? What am I giving up? What am I trying to get? And being able to not be selfish enough to say, I don't want to give up anything. Because if you do that, you'll realize once you start to get a little bit older and you start moving up in levels that you can't take everything. You have to decide what you're going to give up and what you're going to take. And that, a lot of the times, is going to be the determining factor with how successful you are. What you're able to say, you know what, I'll give that up because I need this. The team needs this. And it's going to make not only me a better player, but it's going to help the team win. So few things there. Think about it. Make sure in the games that you're paying attention, you're realizing when those situations come up. All right. Hope that helped out, and I'll talk to you guys later.